the 15-inch 20-foot culvert pipe and the mini excavator, heading down to the job. On a customer's job today, putting in a 1,400-foot driveway up through the woods, up a hill. Got stone coming tomorrow, but we got to do a lot of grading, filling this mud hole. So we have a right of way through a neighbor's property here that we're working. Got the new T595 and the E20 on the job. First job for the skid steer. So right here in front of us, where this dirt's piled up, was a big mud hole. So we've been filling it in. It's still pretty soft. So we're gonna mix that 3-inch limestone in with that dirt. Then we're gonna put fabric just over that soft spot, and then tomorrow we'll put 3s over the whole thing. And then this is where the woods start, of course. We're clearing the brush on both sides. Clearing the brush on both sides, making the hole making it wider. It was just like a 4-wheeler trail, and this had all kinds of washouts. So yeah, we're gonna put drain ditches in. We're just roughing it in right now, and then put the drain ditches in. We're gonna take what we take out of the ditch and put in the middle of the trail. There's some big rocks here underneath, right underneath the surface here. Large rocks. You can see some of it right here. Like, you're not digging through that. It's a great base. We're just trying to fill in the holes. But yeah, we're just pushing everything out of the way here that we can. Getting it roughed in all the way up. There were some huge washouts in here. Water runs right down this. So we got to try to divert the water off of this road. But I didn't get any footage before. I should have came up through here, showed you what it looked like before we did all this. There's like 2-foot washouts down the middle. But it's looking great. They're really doing a great job. We got the excavator up ahead clearing brush. That's just a little washout. There were some way deeper than that, and they're just filling it all in. There's the new T595. It's working great. Bobcat came and delivered me a bucket this morning. That's not the bucket I'm keeping. That's a 74-inch. With the machine came a 68-inch, but they're on back order. We're getting it all stripped out. Running drainage next. So roughing this in first, getting it somewhat level. See what we got to do for where's best to run the drainage on which side. We got a culvert pipe up here we gotta put in, but that's the up where he's at right now is pretty much the top of the hill. Then we go into a field and it'll be smooth sailing. So we're over halfway with roughing it in. And then they're gonna build a house up here eventually. So we're gonna open this up and then run the driveway up along this tree line to that pine tree that sticks out up there. Cameron running the E20. Got Weasel running the T595. Just waiting on our triaxles of gravel to get here. They're running a little bit late. We put some 3s in that wet area and then put fabric over it, and then we're gonna put more 3s on top of it. I wanted to put 4-inch in there, but they didn't have it locally. Got this all graded in. We're working on drainage now. So this was that soft area that was a mud hole that we filled in with dirt. Then we put 6 tons of 3s on top of it. I wanted 4-inch, but they didn't have them at the close quarry. So we put 6 tons of 3s in there. It's still kind of soft. Putting fabric over it. And then we're gonna put a pile of the 3s on top of that. Build it up. Putting a culvert pipe in up there. He's got it set in there. We're waiting on some 2A. My delivery guy's bringing 2A to put around the culvert pipe to really pack it in there. A couple hundred yards up in, probably 200 or so. It's probably only about 400 yards in the woods. 350. He still has some work to do here. This is we're gonna put more of a gradual. This is too much of a 90. More of a gradual and dig that out a little bit more. And smooth all this in, track it in. The culvert pipe's right up here. Get these pieces of pipe out of here. That pipe I'm going to flip around so the bell ends up. First of many loads of gravel. Gonna be in that guy. got the culvert in. We got to dig out the other side over the hill. Packed in 2A, so it spreads the load of whatever's going over it better. And we're just gonna fix this up some. This is where they're gonna build their house up here. Nice, secluded, large field. And we're running the road up alongside these trees about 100 yards and just putting in a little parking area. Well, got the dump truck buried. This muddy area that we filled in is a mess. So we're gonna change the plans. We're gonna strip the gravel back off of here. We put gravel in the mud, it's just too sloppy. We're gonna dig all of that mud out of there, put the fabric back down, and then just put gravel over it. Because this mud is just like making a wave. The truck is actually stuck in the mud with gravel on top of fabric. It's a mess. So hopefully this video isn't the next TikTok video. We got this skid steer lifting up on the back. You ready? Ready. Ford rescuing the Chevy is typical. Next it'll be Dodge. So Cameron, you can see him coming down. He's running limestone up the hill. This was that mud hole we tried filling in with more dirt and rock. It just wouldn't dry out, and I put fabric over it. It was just a nightmare. You can see back here, the fabric and everything's just bubbling up through the rock. It's only about 100 foot, so I'm just digging it out, loading my dump trailer, and I'm gonna take it to my house, let it dry out. It's got a lot of stone in it, and I'm gonna use it in my gravel yard on the ground. Maybe use it around the new pole building, we'll see. But I'm gonna take it to my house, pile it up. Wasted some stone here. Of course, I'm not gonna charge a customer. This was my fault, and I'm gonna make it right. So you can see now I dug the mud out. We're getting down to some good solid clay. It's dry. I'm gonna dig this all the way back to probably in front of my truck at least. It's gonna be a lot of digging here. And then I'm gonna put some heavy base down in here, probably 4-inch, or actually it's probably gonna be close to 6-inch. I'm gonna put a light layer of like a 6-inch base, then we'll put this over it, and we won't have any issues. Going on, I'm digging out all this nasty mud. It smells terrible. Hauling it to my house, which I don't like doing because it's about an hour and 15 minutes round trip. I'm digging all this mud out. It's garbage. Should have done this from the get-go. We're putting that big stuff down. There's no mud there. I got down to solid ground. And then putting this R3 down, and then we'll put that 3-inch over top. But I gotta scoop this, I gotta get this out of here. There's still a lot of yards of dirt here. Getting the stone laid. We've put 5 triaxle loads down so far. Got the drainage ditches in. It's looking pretty good. Alright, so the job's finished. We're gonna do a quick walkthrough, and they finished up late last night, after dark, around 8:30. So we got that dirt out of here, gravel down here. It's all 3-inch base. So you left a little in the bucket. Cleaned this culvert out here. It was all filled in with dirt. Put a little gravel on it to dress it up. I dug that mud out that was here. Tried making it solid. with putting some stone in it and put fabric over it was a mistake. So dug out the mud, put some big base in, some 6-inch, and then came back over it with 3s. Much more solid now. It's getting packed in nice already. Hopefully we alleviated most of the water issues. But pretty long. It's like around 1,500 feet. We put a drain ditch all along the side, on the low side, and I put these water chutes over that hill. Once I get some big heavy trucks up here for construction, this will pack this in some too. We had to widen this out a little bit up through here. Culvert we put in. So I got that little catch basin. This is gonna run, it's running water right now, because I got a spring up here. This was 230 tons. Some shale in that we got out. Then it goes up through here where they're gonna build their house in the future. And then it terminates right here. They're gonna build a house somewhere right in here. We made them a little parking area. We weren't instructed to gravel it. So this is it. Made it to the top. Took us about 4 days. Some were partial days waiting on stone. But thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.
Till they feel turn those roads, let's see days go, yeah, plan to the end of the road.